Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Salon Laundry. I'm your girl, Lady J, where you know I bring you the latest in female rap tea as well as a little bit of urban news. So let's get into the tea today. So I first want to start off with the Brew soundtrack. Now, I did review the soundtrack when it dropped, and I didn't think it was anything spectacular or anything, and apparently the general public didn't think so either, as nobody really bought or streamed the album or any songs on it. So if you want to check out my review on that, I will link it below. But the Brew soundtrack, not much to my surprise, made zero noise. Now, the movie, on the other hand, did pretty well on Netflix, but the soundtrack literally sold less than 1,000 units in first week sales. Now, to put that into perspective, if you remember, you probably don't because it did not do well at all, Lil' Kim's album 9 that she dropped in 2019, which flopped, and it sold like 1,000 units first week. Okay, that album did better than the soundtrack, okay, just to put that into perspective, because it's really ironic to me, because this soundtrack was hyped up, you know, especially being the first all-female rap unity album and whatnot, and it actually has some poppin' rap girls on the album, including the girl who says all her records live in the top 10, okay, but did she not say on this Bet It song on the soundtrack, and I quote, who they all call come get when they ish isn't charting, or who they call come get when they want they ish charting, labels hit me when they want to break artists? Did she not say that? Well, baby, first of all, I need you to tell me this. What artist have you collabed with that has come up because of you? Barty Gang, feel free to let me know that in the comments. What artist has she collabed with that has come up because of her? Who have you put on, Cardi? Okay, and that's no disrespect, no shade. Just let me know who you put on. And where is Bet It on the charts? Because none of the songs on the soundtrack, including Bet It, have charted. Baby, it didn't even make the bubbling under charts. So y'all can feel free to let me know. Like you had Sweetie, Lotto, Young Ma, Flo Milli, like where was their fans at? And how come none of the rap girls been promoting it since it dropped? Cardi included. They were so grateful to be on the soundtrack and were so loud to thank Cardi, but it's crickets when the first week sales are out. So Cardi ain't saying nothing about the soundtrack since it dropped, which was only a week ago, which ties into my next topic, okay? Because ironically, I guess her label want to update her plaques because she was declared to be the first female rap artist with 2 diamond singles. And one was a feature, you know, which was the Maroon 5 record. It's so ironic that the moment these sales for this soundtrack are outed to have been trashed, here comes her label to save face and distract the general public with her diamond singles. It's definitely a power move, I must say. They don't want her to look like she can't sell because they are the ones who pumped her head up by buying a lot of her success, and now she's believed over the years anything attached to her name is successful and will sell. But not this soundtrack, though. And they don't want that being pushed. They don't want that narrative being pushed that she can't sell, okay? Because she didn't drop this under Atlantic. She dropped it under Warner, okay? So Bet It didn't even chart. Where were y'all, Barty Gang? Why was y'all not streaming and buying her record? At least the Bet It record, not the soundtrack, but just her record. Now her name is attached to something that is an epic fail, okay? And that's an understatement. But she don't want people to talk about that, which is why this diamond singles news is all of a sudden being brought to the forefront today. Perfect timing, though, I must say. Like I said, it's a power move. Then what's even more strange is Cardi falling back out with Kyle because she didn't like his post she made. She didn't like the post that he made about her update in her court case with Tasha K. But she don't have a problem any other time he posting singing her praises and kissing her butt cheeks. She never went off on Jason Lee. She never went off on his blog, Hollywood Unlocked. She never went off on Official Kim Barbie. She never went off on Lovely T because they kissed her cheeks. And they talk trash about Nicki Minaj. And ironically, she had them all at her party. Now, word on the street is either Cardi or her label is paying the Shade Room to start posting nothing but good things about Cardi. Because if you remember, at one point, the Shade Room wasn't posting Cardi at all because she told them that she would sue them if they post her because she don't like what they was posting. She thought they was being shady to her. She didn't like none of the, she didn't have a problem with the good stuff they was posting, but she had a problem with, you know, the stuff that didn't paint her in a negative, or it didn't paint her in a positive light. She didn't like that. So she told them not to post her anymore. But because they are one of the most popular blogs and her label realizes she needs the press and the attention from the Shade Room, you start to notice a couple months ago they start posting Cardi again, and it's nothing but good things. You see, they don't post nothing bad about her. Like, what celeb gets mad at blogs for posting the good, the bad, and the ugly? That's what blogs have to do. You the only one going off on things you don't want talked about, but you know, moving on. She never went Speaking of diamond singles, I just find it funny that Nicki Minaj went diamond for Super Bass and Tussa, but they won't acknowledge Tussa since it's a Latin record. And word on the street is Fifi been diamond, but you know how people feel when it comes to 6ix9ine, and you know how people feel when it comes to Nicki. You know the industry been trying to push Nicki out for years, which still ain't work. They need to give it up, hang it up, flat screen, okay? Because she is and will always be the standard. Anytime the girls want to do something, their fans can't help but to bring Nicki's name up. So they steady want to compete where they don't compare, especially lyrically and talent-wise, okay? But of course, Nicki ain't pressed about updating plaques because Super Bass has been diamond. The Barb's been telling Nicki that, you know, Super Bass been diamond, but she wasn't pressed about plaques. But I mean, you know how they do with the queen. They want to push the narrative that certain rap girls, especially Cardi, are outdoing her, when in the words of Nicki, you can't outdo the doer. But you know, you let me know your thoughts. Now, the last topic I want to talk about is the BTS and Megan Thee Stallion Butter remix performance. They recently performed it at a BTS concert over the weekend because Megan was not able to perform with them at the recent awards show for whatever reason. Now, don't fight me on this because I know how you girls like to tussle, but if I am being honest, I thought it was a little awkward at first when she came out, and I really think it's because Megan is just not used to a crowd that size, and BTS has a mostly non-black fan base, and she is more of a hood, you know, a little bit ghetto rapper, okay? And of course she had to come out there in her too tight outfit per usual, but I can say I respect that she didn't change her normal attire just for this performance, and BTS seemed to be comfortable with it as well. Now, I don't know what the fans thought, but I'm sure if BTS liked it, they loved it, okay? Because you know how the ARMY fans can get. So, like I say, I thought it was a little awkward. The way she moved around the stage was awkward, but you know, she should be proud of herself ultimately because I'm pretty sure that's the biggest crowd she has been in front of, and it gives her the opportunity to broaden her fan base. Now, what I don't understand is why they performed it when it really didn't do that well when it dropped. The original outsold the remix by a landslide. But then again, maybe it's to get the streams back up or something like that, or shock value, I don't know. But I wasn't a fan of the song anyway. I wasn't a fan of her on the song. I just don't feel like her sound meshed well with the song. But, you know, that's just my 2 cents, my opinion. You can let me know yours below. So again, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions on these topics. Remember to keep it cute in my comments. My commentary, my opinion, you let me know yours below, okay? So I look forward to reading your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and lounge at me on Instagram and Twitter at Lady J Lounge Room. I'll see you in the next video, fam.